Hi, my name is Heather Gordon, and I'd like to welcome you to Working the Bar and Beyond, or you may have found us under Working the Bar for the Irish Dancer. Today's focus is going to be flexibility. I always recommend that before you do any flexibility exercises or working with a foam roller, which we will be doing today, that you make sure that you have a 5 to 10 minute warm up. You want the body warm so that you can work into your flexibility. Working on cold muscles is not that beneficial and it can be dangerous. So let's get started. Grab your foam roller, and if you have it, a stretching or a yoga strap. You may not need this, but it's great to have it just in case you want to work a little bit further and are not at that level of flexibility yet. So let's go start it and get on your mat. We're going to start with something nice and easy. We're going to start from the ground up. Okay, so we're going to start with the feet, working into your toes and working into the Achilles tendon. So you're going to come down in a nice squat position. Heels are off the ground, and you're going to pick the heels as high towards the calf muscles as possible, and you're going to stretch into those toes. You want to make sure that you're holding each stretch for 20 to 30 seconds a piece. I'm not going to be holding the stretches that long because this is a short video, but you'll get more benefits the more you hold the stretch. And again, areas that are a little bit more tight, it's beneficial to stretch it, take a little break, stretch it again. Work a little bit harder on it. So from here, from that flexion of the toe joint, we're then going to roll over the toes and stretch the front side of the foot. That's going to help us get a better arch. So let's go ahead, roll over, tuck the toes under, get a nice stretch. Put as much body weight as you can on it, but be careful. Don't want to break the toes. Can be a little bit uncomfortable. Stretch, pulling knees up towards the chest. You'll feel stretch on the front side of the foot. Flick again, back to your toes. And now we're going to press the heels down towards the ground. At that halfway point, you're going to feel a nice stretch in the arch. From there, you're going to try to lean back a little bit further, press the heels down a little bit more, and you're going to feel the insertion of the calf muscle down into the Achilles tendon here at the back side of the heel. Nice, simple exercise. From there, you're going to go ahead and you're going to have a seat. From here, I want you to roll down onto the mat. So you're going to roll down gently onto the mat. Just to flatten out the back, just take the two knees into the chest, give a nice press onto the ground, lengthen the spine. You're going to go ahead, you're going to bend one leg, and you're going to take the other leg and you're going to extend it up towards the ceiling. Again, when you're doing the exercise, make sure that you're getting some mobility here at the foot. So we're going to arch in one direction and then we're going to flex in the other. So it's a nice big circle. You're going to start out to the side. Make sure that the left side of the body stays really silent and the abdominal muscles are engaged. These are leg circles. Okay, it's a Pilates exercise. It's super beneficial to have better mobility at the hips. So this is going to help you with your turnout. Then you're going to flex the foot and you're going to go in the opposite direction. Straight down, circle around and bring it up. Straight down, circle around and bring it up. You want to do about 8 repetitions in both directions. Then you're going to go ahead. If you need your yoga strap, you're going to take your yoga strap and you're going to grab at a comfortable place around the ball of the foot here where it's comfortable. Draw the toes towards your face. Get a nice stretch all the way deep the backside of the leg down into the backside of the knee there. If you are flexible, you can go ahead and you can extend that left leg forward. Keep stretching that left leg forward as you draw that right leg out towards your armpit. Remember not to lock out the knee. Make sure that this leg, that quadricep muscle is active. You can pull the leg out to the side, get a nice stretch here. Again, working on the mobility of the hips, working on that turnout. Make sure that that left hip bone is facing up towards the ceiling. You're going to grab it here, cross it over halfway. At that halfway point, again, you're going to feel right here, the back side of the leg. Reach it over a little bit more. You may even reach into the IT band and into your lower back. Then you're going to go ahead. If you still have tight hamstrings and you find it really hard to straighten that knee, here's another stretch that works to work into the hamstrings to get better mobility over time. Is you take the inside hand, so my right hand grabs the inside of my right foot, and I draw that right knee down towards my right armpit. And from there, I go ahead and I straighten the leg and I lift up as I straighten the leg, and then I slowly come down. And maybe even take that foot and you're going to bring it across the body. Getting a nice stretch here into your glutes. We work on glutes, so it's important to stretch there as well. Now, you're going to go ahead and flip onto the other side, but in between, we're going to go ahead and work on the mobility of our spine and work, again, into those hamstrings. We're going to take the arms over the head. We're going to flex the feet as we come up. We're going to try to press into the mat one vertebrae at a time. Roll up, stretch forward. Then we're going to point the toes on the way down and slowly roll down. And again, we're going to take a nice big inhale. Use our breath a little bit. Flex the feet. Stretch towards the toes. And roll back down. You're going to do 10 repetitions. Just in between your two sides. So you do your right leg stretching, then you do your roll up, and then you do the opposite side, left leg stretching. Okay. Another stretch that is super, super important just for foam rolling. I'm sure you know it already, but working into the IT band. The IT band has a lot to do with the mobility and the health of the knee. So please be sure when you're using this to stretch the IT band that you're warm, number one, and number two, that you actually get into it. I find a lot of dancers are just rolling this out like they're rolling cookie dough, and it doesn't seem to be working as it should be. You want to make sure that when you're on it, doing the IT band, that you're actually putting some pressure on the muscle. And when you hit a point that's very, very tight, you're going to hold it there and try to breathe through it, put a little bit pressure more onto it, and it should release a little bit of that tension. Then you're going to go back up to the top, and you're going to roll down again, go to the next tension point. Just be careful, again, when you're using the foam roller, only use it when you're warm. I know I've said it already 3 times during the video, but this has to do with the outside of the muscle, the outer tissue really, and if you don't warm up first before you start using the foam roller, it doesn't really do its job. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do using the foam roller, is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take the foam roller and you're going to stick it on the front side of the quad, okay? Take your other leg, you're going to bring it forward, and you're just going to come into a nice stretch here. Again, you're not going to feel it so much on the middle of the quad, but you're going to feel it on the opposite leg. You're going to work on the inside here, and then we're going to drop the leg out to the side, and you're going to work, again, into the glutes and on the back side of that hip. From there, you're going to bring the knee back to position. You're going to stand up really straight. Work right into the hip flexors. Push the hip flexors forward. You should feel a nice stretch here, maybe into the front side of the quad. And last but certainly not least, for the quad, again, you can use the foam roller to lean on if you need to. If you want to lean onto the foam roller, you can. Take the foam roller in front and grab that right heel in towards the bottom and stretch up. As you stretch up, you're going to feel the front side of the quad begin to get a little bit looser as you work into that stretch. Very important, again, quads, super, super important, especially for the health of the knees because we use our quadricep muscles so much when we dance. Take the foam roller away. The last one that we're going to end with is, again, working back into the Achilles tendon here and into the spine. We're going to work into a pike, so you're going to come to your plank position here. This is a Pilates term, so you haven't heard of it. It's a pike or downward dog. You're going to push up and gently press the heels down, keeping the spine elongated. Then you're going to come forward and do a few of those double legs, about 8 repetitions. Then you can go into your single legs and open that hip as you come up and press that opposite heel down towards the ground. You want to do about 10 repetitions of that on each side. I hope you found this video super helpful, and I wish you the best of luck with your dancing career and all the competitions that are coming up. Thanks so much. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me right here. Thank you.